Welcome to 2-Minute Bible Videos, helping you understand something about the Bible in about 2 minutes. Fossils, evidence for evolution or a global flood. An examination of the fossil record. There are two primary models for the formation of fossils, the Evolutionary Model and the Creation+flood model. Fossils are found only in sedimentary rock. Both models agree with this statement. They disagree on when the sediments were laid down, how much water per event, and how many flooding events. In this video, we examine and compare these two models to see which one fits best with what we find on the Earth. Let's employ two different thinking caps, the evolution thinking cap and the creation+flood thinking cap. How did fossils like these form? The evolutionary model says they formed over millions of years by many local floods, and they provide evidence for evolution. The creation+flood model says most fossils were formed recently by one global flood. Genesis tells us that all the high mountains under the entire heavens were covered, that everything died, and the waters flooded the earth for 150 days. It took another half year before Noah could get out of the ark. Professor Skeptic, which of these do you believe?
Obviously, the evolutionary model.
Not so fast. Let's examine the evidence to see which model fits better. Fossils are found all over the world, even on the tops of mountains. These ammonite fossils were found high in the Himalayas. Remember that God's word tells us all the high mountains were covered. This is evidence for a global flood. Some T-Rex bones were found that are supposedly almost 70 million years old, yet they have soft tissue and red blood cells inside, elastic tissue, fresh appearance of blood cells, and a fibrous structure. Such tissues could never stay intact for millions of years. This is evidence for a recent flood. We find polystrate tree fossils. How could a tree keep from decaying for millions of years while the strata built up around it? The best explanation is rapid burial. Here's an ichthyosaur fossil that was buried in the process of giving birth. Only rapid burial could yield this fossil. Here's a fossil of a fish eating his lunch. This can be explained only by rapid burial. Fossils like these represent snapshots of a massive flood in an instant in time. This is evidence for a rapid flood.
You make a good point there.
In summary, we compare the two models for fossils. These two models are mutually exclusive. The evidence strongly supports the creation+flood model. Flooding was global, recent, and rapid. In fact, the global flood of Noah is the key to understanding fossils and the sedimentary strata in which they're found. Fossils give us confidence that the Bible is true and reliable. The Bible is consistent with science. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit ChristianFaithGrower.com.